In the fields of observation, chance favors the prepared mind. And what are we photographers if not observers? Good photographers don't just go out and see something and then photograph it. Good photographers observe the world around them. In the case of the natural world, they pick up on tempos and rhythms, on behaviors and patterns of the creatures inhabiting certain areas. And all of this prepares the mind for any eventuality that might occur. And by being prepared, I mean not having to think about tinkering with the camera, the f-stop, the ISO, the shutter speed. That comes natural. You've got to make your camera a part of you, so that you're not thinking about it. You know what you need and you can get it done immediately. And you're set and ready to roll. So when something groovy happens, you can get the shot. But it's more than that. It's more than being intimately familiar with your camera, which you need to be. It's also knowing the area. It's being familiar with where you are and what's going on. An example. To get this photograph, I had been to this spot numerous times in the past. I knew the area, I knew what I was going to find there. I came prepared with the proper tools. I knew my camera, I knew the lens that I wanted to use, I knew the time of day, I knew when they'd be active, when the herons would be active. I went to get a photograph of a heron sitting on those rocks with the white water churning behind it. I also knew that I'd be getting photographs of birds flying by, cormorants, vultures, herons, but I did go there with the purpose of capturing a portrait of a heron sitting up on those rocks with a great background, telephoto lens to compress the scene, make the white water in the background become a really cool backdrop. When I got there, I found what I needed. I was able to line up a good shot of a heron sitting up there. Nice profile picture. But then at some point, I noticed across the river on the Virginia side, a heron take flight and make a beeline for where this other heron was sitting here on the Maryland side. So I knew something interesting was going to happen. I focused my lens back on the bird sitting on the rocks. And as soon as the bird from the Virginia side got into the frame, sure enough, all hell broke loose. They were dancing and jumping above each other, flapping their wings, squawking like crazy. I don't know if this is flirting for them or if they were fighting over fishing territory. But in any case, it made for an interesting photograph. I tripped off several shots as they were dancing back and forth with each other until one of them finally decided they'd had enough and took off out of the frame. It happened very quickly. I got the photograph that I needed, but it was because I was prepared. I knew the behavior, I knew where I could find them, I knew a good time of day. There was no guessing that this specific event was going to happen. But when it started to transpire, when it started to develop, I knew something was going to happen and I was ready for it. And that's what I draw from that quote. We, as photographers, as observers of the natural world, have to be prepared for any eventuality. Chance occurrences happen all the time, everywhere. Being prepared for them is the difference between getting the shot and not getting the shot. So be prepared and stay observant. It will totally pay off. And again, thanks for watching. Until next time, good light and good shooting. See you.